Hello, YouTubers. It's July 19th? Yeah, 2011. Okay, what I'd like to talk about today is keeping it simple with this whole ELENIN thing. All right? So, I know it's hard to do. We just like to obsess about it and freak out every day and check our YouTube movies and videos and see who's uploaded the newest, greatest thing on NIBIRU and Planet X, right? We're on it all like 24/7, freaking out. Oh my God, right? Okay, shouldn't do that. Let's just keep it simple. Uh, Wait for this thing to come outside, come out and reveal itself. It will be here eventually. We just don't know when. Some of us want it to happen today. Some of us never want it to happen. Those people that never want it to happen are the ones that always leaving the negative, nasty comments like there's no such thing. Well, we know that there could possibly be such a thing. All right, so let's keep it simple. I'd like to talk about this binary solar system. Okay, and everybody will call it Nibiru, Planet X, Brown Dwarf, the moons, Eris, all kinds of different names for this thing. And what it is, I believe, is it's quite simple. It's just a solar system, a binary little brother solar system to ours that makes its way around through the galaxy, through our system, every 3,600 years, and brings along with it death, chaos, and destruction. And maybe some good things, so a cleansing of the planet, you might say. Quite possibly extraterrestrials, our great ancestors, the people that made us from the bone marrow of an ape, right? Our DNA. It's quite possible. I'm not saying it's not. I have an open mind. I wish everybody did. We wouldn't be going crazy, right? Just have an open mind. This might be a good thing when it comes by. Who knows? Maybe we'll all get sucked up into their spaceships and live for eternity. Who knows? Or we could die tomorrow. What I'd like to talk about is keeping it simple and the secrets of the ice. So if this little binary solar system comes around every 3,600 years and creates havoc on our planet, let's go back in time to 1600 BC. Everybody see that? 1600 BC. Research it, Google it. You'll find some interesting stuff. How about 5200 BC? That's another 3,600 years earlier than 1600 BC. Or how about 8800 BC? Or 12,400 BC, right? 12,000, gone, bye-bye. All right. So these geophysicists in the North and the South Pole, Antarctic, have found interesting things in the samples that they've found. Core samples. These, what are they, 3-inch by however long samples. They go down into the ice very deep and they collect these samples. Okay, and they're able to tell what happened to our planet. They found lots of ash in some samples, lots of volcanic ash, which tells me that there was a lot of volcanoes, obviously. Maybe taking out the, whatever, who knows, not the dinosaurs, obviously, but, or what happened with the Mosaic flood. They were able to find ice on top of water and water on top of ice and then ice on top of ice. So they were kind of able to get an idea of, especially with the ash, lots of ash, thick ash that covered the planet, you know, as it settled, going into the atmosphere and then settling back down onto the planet. These core samples are great, and a lot of these guys that are geophysicists don't even know or even care about some comet ELENIN, for that matter. They just know what they see in the Earth. They know what they've gotten in the samples. Uh, so that's why I say let's try to keep it simple and do some more research on core samples. You find a lot of interesting things. Okay, moving right along. Let's talk about the military. Training for sub-zero, Arctic, or cold climate condition warfare. That's interesting. Kind of makes me think that the government might actually already know about this stuff, right? They're training for a reason, not just to deal with foreign countries like Russia or anything like that. Nobody wants to go to war with Russia. Russia doesn't want to go to war with us. I think we'd all be stupid. It's just kind of like a stalemate, I think. They're a quite powerful country. Much respect to Mother Russia. Much respect to the United States. I'd like to think that everybody could respect everybody and each other's cultures and countries. Because we all are just people. We're just human beings. And maybe we were put here on Earth from a great race, a great alien race, but maybe not so alien. These people, a lot of belief that the NIBIRU or Planet X is being kind of like strangely maneuvered to our system and creating disruptances in the magnetic fields with other alignments and planets. That's quite possible. I'm not saying it isn't. I hope they're a friendly race. I don't know what we'd really call them. Some people want to call it an Anunnaki, but I think those were just our ancestors that were already genetically modified. And why were we modified? That's the big question. When it comes to like gold, the Egyptians and stuff, why did they need us? Maybe they needed us to mine some of their precious materials and metals. So they come around every 3,600 years, tear our planet up, come down to say hi, turn us into a big workforce, slaves or whatnot, and mine stuff for them, ship them back off, come around another 3,600 years, do the same shit all over again. Who knows? But yeah, I hope they're friendly. What I did was I put together like a little, I don't know, grade school kind of like drawing here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hopefully this crappy webcam doesn't pick up everything. It's just a cheap laptop. But anyways, there we have us right here. Earth, the moon, what I like to call NIBIRU or Planet X brown dwarf, and quite possibly Comet ELENIN, or this other celestial, maybe even spacecraft in there, who knows. Moons around it, all over. You can see that I wrote down moons. Those are the, like, example of the binary solar system. Now, if it comes within, what I put down there, Earth distance at 0.3968 astronomical units, that's when it is in alignment pretty much with the Earth and the Sun. And it's the closest to us, farther away from the Sun. Being that it's a brown dwarf, low carbon planet, can hold a lot of magnetic characteristics, which could totally disrupt our magnetic influence on the Earth. Everything has to do with magnetics. It's what keeps us to the ground on this big rock. It's a big, big rock. And we're small compared to this brown dwarf. Very small from what they're saying. What do I know? I'm just going by what everybody else is saying, and we all are. You other YouTubers, you know it too. We don't know anything, man. We're just as stupid as the next guy. I mean, we're not stupid. I'm not calling anybody stupid. But we just don't really know. And we can do all the speculating we want and researching the stereo ahead and stereo behind and Soho. And the truth of the matter is it's coming from the bottom of us, bottom of our planet, down there in the Antarctic. And supposedly that's the only place that you can really see this thing. And I've talked about it in the other two videos. The other two videos I've talked about, you know, you guys being my friends and being prepared for a disaster that hopefully never takes place. If anything, you'll have a lot of food and a lot of batteries and a lot of water for an economic collapse, because that's probably imminent anyways. The way things are going, you guys just heard about the price of gold going up to like $1,600 an ounce now. Now I'm expecting silver to go up, because when gold goes up, shortly after silver usually goes up. True? True. I've got a couple bars of silver, but what good is that really going to do you? I don't know. I suggest buying ammo. Even if you're not a gun lover and you don't like guns, you don't have to like guns. You can buy ammo. It's not going to, unless you drop it on the primer on a rock or something, then it can kick your ass, you know, and shoot you in the foot or in the leg or something. Oh, you don't want to do that. You want to keep it in a safe location. But I'll tell you one thing. Ammo could be bartered with for food for your family. Put food on the table, maybe even water, soap, other products that keep your livelihood going, medicine. I recommend going to your nearest medical supply place and purchasing, if you have the money, or a credit card. Really, honestly, I have a couple credit cards and I've maxed them out already, because if this shit happens, at least I won't know. I won't have to pay it back, right? Stock up on stuff to treat gunshot wounds, sicknesses, illnesses that have to do with bacteria and viruses. There's many things that you can buy that will help counteract the effects of viruses and infections and stuff. I recommend stocking up on those medical items, because there's just not enough hospitals and qualified medical staff to treat the amount of population that we've risen to. We're at billions of people now across the planet, and we're just growing in numbers every day. But you can go down and purchase some of these goods at your medical supply companies. It's great to have it around your house, even if there's no disaster at all. I also want to recommend one other thing. In most every city around the United States, there's a Harbor Freight. Everybody usually knows about Harbor Freight. Everything built in China, and that's the place to go if you want stuff cheap, right? Tools, all kinds of weird stuff. They sell inverters, power inverters there, solar panels. You can make your own a solar power generator, which, you know, unlike gas, in case fuel runs out, and a noisy generator that's going to attract the zombies, man. They're going to come for your generator and your gas, man. I'm thinking maybe trying to keep things hidden and out of sight. Solar panels are a great way to do it. They have removable solar panels. You don't have to mount them on your house. You can take them in and out of your carport or garage every day, charge up your batteries, run vital electronics in your household at night, and stay dark. Read a book under candlelight or something. If you know things get really hairy. Many things you can do. Stock up on the batteries. And what I found, I have 10 female friends. We're just going to say this is an example. 10 female friends with only 2 flash. Two of 10 women have flashlights and extra batteries in their kitchen drawer or something. The other 8 do not. And I say to you other 8, if you are watching my video, is to go to Walmart and stock up on some batteries and LED flashlights. Maybe even those little shaker ones that you can shake. It's got the little copper coil in there that charges up a capacitor that supplies electricity to the LED. Those are great. You don't even need batteries for those. You just shake them and you got as much light as your shaking can do. But your arm's going to be pretty tired by then. So anyways, this is my 4th video, and I'm not real good at this video making stuff. I don't have a great equipment here. Just a $200 laptop with a little webcam thing in there, and hopefully I'm able to get the job done. So again, let's talk about the core samples. 1600 BC, 5200 BC, 8800 BC, 12,400 BC, and the list goes on. Just keep subtracting 3,600 from those years, and you or adding 3,600 years on to each time. Like